Hello, are you streaming?
No, I would be a terrible person if I was recording and or streaming people with no informed consent.
I am recording and streaming. Are you okay with that?
Well, that makes you. Well, are you giving people warnings ahead of time?
No.
Yeah, that makes you a terrible person. You should have some type of display banner, such as those activated with OBS Studio.
I have OBS Studio, but mm, I'm using virtual camera. Okay, so I'm streaming. Sometimes I put my professional microphone and people understand. Maybe I just, or maybe I
Yeah,
just,
no, you should activate a banner like this. Uh, Are you capable of producing this type of graphic, just like a
yeah.
color and text?
I will find something. There are some settings, or sometimes some other people they just tell their interlocutors that they have been streamed. Is it okay? And sometimes they say no, it's not okay. What are you doing? And they just delete them out of the final video.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a
Yeah.
solution.
So you are currently streaming? Is
Yes,
that the case?
yes. But I don't
Okay.
have
Uh,
anybody. Like nobody is watching us. I'm just kind of training how to do it. There is zero
of
audience.
course, yeah. So are you streaming for like a YouTube channel or a different
Yes.
platform?
For YouTube.
Okay. I would suggest, especially if you're going to just be streaming the calls. So what I do is when I'm in a call, especially if I talk to an individual several times, I say, "Hey, this is a really worthwhile conversation. Would you have any interest in live streaming this?" And then if they say yes, then I start to go live. I activate the live, and then
Mm.
I paste this message into the chat for them and into the live stream chat. And then I vocally say, consent can always be revoked at any time. And then I will delete this recording. This broadcast is currently being streamed to YouTube. I've already told them that it's being, but then I'm reestablishing it on the recording on the live stream so that others see the example and then they can read the example. And then I've recently remembered to activate it in two calls, but I usually have it displayed so that anyone that's watching, like viewers, sees this is a live stream. And if I want to replicate this, I should also put the banners. And I really like the word choice here for live streaming in progress. I think it's wise to no show their face. So it's just their voice because if they are hesitant in the future about, I don't know if I really feel confident about my IDs being presented, and it lowers the chance of me losing the video when they email or if they email and say, hey, I don't feel okay with the video.
Exactly.
um,
What's the problem? Why just not receive an email from them and delete the video afterwards? Like why is it such a big deal? So many
I,
precautions.
I will do that, but if it was only their voice, they are less probable to having a problem with it.
No, what is the problem? What is the problem in the first place? Like what not just post everything, and if somebody complains, oh, I don't want to be here, I object, I reject, YouTube, stop them. You just okay, I will delete it. So what's the problem? What's such a big deal?
Yeah.
Just record everybody.
Well, again, they're less likely to have a problem with it in the future. And I'm talking about their unconscious mind. That if it was only their voice, they're going to be more
No,
likely
no,
to
I'm
say,
not
"Yeah,
asking
sure,
about
keep."
blurring their faces. I'm asking about all those precautions in the first place. Like, why not just forget about that and just stream without any consent, without notifying them? If what
So
is the problem? What is the moral repercussions?
yeah, yeah, there's a karma energy here that if you're no asking for consent and then you develop a viewer base that continues to tolerate you no asking for consent, those are ugly people that you know really want. That'll bring it. But if you're encouraging consent along the ways, you're actually actually improving the decision making process of the viewer.
No, but why is it morally wrong? What's the moral problem in this? Like, if for example, I talk with you, I understand that you see my face, you remember what I said, you remember my voice, you can post whatever I said everywhere. I don't understand what's the problem in it. And even if I find it somewhere, I can say, oh, please delete. I don't want to be here. I'm denigrated. You're mocking me by doing it. And you will have to
Yeah.
delete it. The platform will have to
Yeah.
comply with my wish. But otherwise, I don't see any problem. I don't see a moral problem in it.
Yeah. So this internet site is the most consent possible conversation that has ever been possible at a societal sphere level.
Mm-hmm.
At any moment, for any reason, at any point, you get to stop really new. At your place of worship, schooling, or employment, you're now able to walk away from the conversation when you exactly want to. Now, some people will say, well, no, this is a public forum, and I can post whoever I want, even if they say no. Some people will make that argument, and I've seen it made. Well, this is actually in the privacy of someone's home. It is a bit of a public forum, but because of this possibility at the site, I think it needs to be treated in a much more private way, giving people informed consent, and keeping it in a space where people can explore. Because if you and I are talking about this and this, and then I go over to them, and then they return to you and say, hey, did you say this and this? And you say, yeah. Well, why did you say that? Uh-oh. So there's always an unconscious limitation to conversations out there,
So we
which
have masks.
this space...
We have different masks for different groups of society, different interfaces. I need to show this mask to this group, another mask to another group, and I will get in trouble. I don't like it. I understand that this is a moral kind of dilemma, or this is controversial, I would say. Like, this is really a moral controversy, whether you need consent or not. For me, I don't mind. I'm totally fine in being recorded by anybody.
Neither do I. I have to be responsible for all of the ideas that I put forth. But there's other people that are still way early in the developing process, and I need them to develop. And so I want this space to be here for them, where they can explore those ideas and make the progress that they need to.
So let me ask you a question for which I started this stream. My question:
Okay.
If scientists found a cure for aging, how many years would you like to live?
No, I have to earn it ethically. Sin results in aging and death. And so I can take an external fix of like, oh yeah, doctor, please fix me. Put a chip in my brain. I have to earn it ethically. Now obviously I'm taking food from external sources, and I'm learning information, but like just a simple pill that fixes aging, no way.
But you take other pills. Like if you have an inflamed appendix, for example, you would take an artificial scalpel, artificial knife, and cut it artificially and throw it away. You will take penicillin if there are some bacteria growing on your body. Like, you are okay with pills generally.
Yeah. When there's a direct problem,
you're dying from some illness.
Yeah, but like just a simple, you're done aging, you're done dying, no, that has to be earned ethically.
No, but every disease and illness, it also is the result of our sin.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and so I have an infected appendix. I'm clean. I'm healthy.
But if you have something, if some bacteria grows on your body.
You're trying to curse me. You just brought in the information, the awareness that yes, it is the result of some type of wrong.
Now you're going to be cautious. You're going to think, should I take this medicine or not? Because I am.
No, I'm not. No. In no way have you actually altered my decision-making progress. I've been figuring things out. I've been making progress. No.
I just don't understand what's the
difference. I'm already thinking.
Difference between taking anti-aging pills and taking any other pills, aspirin.
No, it's totally different. No part of me takes Advil. If I have a headache, I get through it naturally.
No, but if you're dying from coronavirus.
No, you're trying to curse me. Stop trying to curse me. No, you don't get to say that I'm going to be dying. No.
I'm trying to understand why you are taking normal pills.
I take zinc pills. That's it. This is the only pill that I've taken in years. Zinc pills, just because I wanted a little bit more zinc. That's it.
So you don't accept medicine as well. You only take supplements, but not some serious pills.
I accept it in theory, and I'm glad that hospitals exist. They're necessary. I've gone to the hospital before.
Yeah.
And I've accepted medical help. But again, I'm earning that ethically. Like, I'm trying to figure things out. I've made wrong decisions, but just taking a end of aging pill. No way. There's no way.
But is it
And
because
that's
it
totally
is
different.
is it because I think it's not because you don't want to override the divine decision, the divine punishment. Maybe you just want to go to paradise. Maybe just you expect this better life in the afterlife. But otherwise, I don't see the logic.
Again, trying to create paradise through someone else's pill is going against the divine plan.
But you are going against the divine plan.
I literally have no idea how you're framing it so obvious in this way. Satan, the snake, presented a bite of a pill as if giving paradise, and that's what eliminated them.
Okay, so how sure you are that God exists in the first place and that you will go to paradise if you die? Is it 100%?
When did I say that I was sure that I would go to paradise if I died? That makes no sense.
You are talking as if you are religious, as if you don't want to extend your life because God ordained this punishment of aging for us, for our sins. So you believe in God and you believe that you are going to go to some better place, right? It implies that.
The cause and effect reality, the only way to learn a spiritual lesson is through materialism. So it's just the inherent structure of reality. That's the only way that it could exist. So it's no as if God ordained it like it was a voluntary choice. Like you could have the alternative of a parasitical existence. Some people are trying to create that. In the same, I can no force you to recognize that you have free will. I can no force you to recognize that you have a spirit. Mm-hmm. For you to see that, you have to want to see it. And for you to want to see it, you have to want to be responsible.
I see.
So in a similar way to how that 32-story building was alive before it ever existed, it existed. And somebody believed and made sacrifices and commitments and figured out the mathematics and set the foundation and then coordinated the effort. In a spiritual sense, building paradise, building heaven, that's earned.
But you don't believe in the idea of building paradise here on earth. Like if we just all
both
take...
That's how you build it. As above, as below. You build paradise into a spiritual realm as you build it here in the material plane. No part of me needs God to have existed at the very beginning. Exactly. God is an inevitability that will either emerge or be built from this system.
Okay, look, it's difficult for me to understand this spiritual stuff. I just wanted to make more people to be willing to live forever here on earth, because I think this is good. Oh. This life is the best thing which we have.
No, they have to earn it themselves. You can't make them do it more. I agree
they will die and decompose, and
good as they should.
But this is
they're
bad.
Killing themselves. No, it's good that they die.
But they disappear.
Until
their feelings.
They should.
Their feelings disappear. Their thoughts disappear when they die. When our brain decomposes, everything is gone, and I don't want it. I want it to stay.
There's a spirit. Wrong ideas need to die. Wrong people need to die. Until they figure it out themselves, they should die.
Okay. Thank you for your replies. I need to go to the next person. Thank you.
Of course.
Bye. I have a question.
Go ahead.
If scientists found a cure against aging, how many years would you like to live?
I would like to live about 200 years because I want to be in Earth forever.
Either 200 years or forever?
Yeah, either two of them.
No, forever is a better answer than 200 years, right? Why do you even answer 200 years? Of course, forever is the correct answer. I want to live
I don't know. If I'm being honest here, it just came to my head right away.
Forever is the right answer. So look, how important is it? Because I also want to live forever, and I'm trying to find similar-minded people, because surprisingly, most people don't want to live at all. They want to die as normal at the age of 80. But what do you think? Can we do something in order to obtain this, in order to achieve this pill? Like, is there some way? I'm a transhumanist. We're searching for the solution.
Probably, in my opinion, I think, in order to live longer, is that you might want to take care of yourself, because I don't know if you have noticed, but most of the people, they are promoting obesity, and that is what really affects people's health, and they just die sooner,
L-
or some or some
LPC.
of them
Sorry,
or some of them just commit suicide.
what did they promote? Sorry, I didn't catch it. LBC, LC. What
Wait,
did
what you say?
you said that most people are promoting something which makes them die faster. I didn't get those numbers.
Oh, obesity.
Obesity, of course, yes. No, this is the biggest cause of diabetes, of
Yeah,
blood issues and heart attacks. It's
yeah.
correct, but
And another one is nutrition, which is related to obesity. And the reason why I'm saying this is because like they just eat nonstop, like whatever food they want, and they don't realize that what they're eating is actually going to affect their health. And later on in life, they're going to start experiencing some illness, and that's where they're going to start regretting the decisions they made in the past.
absolutely agree. Look, everything that you're saying is right. So the best way of extending our life is to stop eating, like intermittent fasting. It's very healthy, but
Yeah,
it's
just
not enough.
start eating a little bit healthier, but don't get to the point where you're eating super healthy where your body is telling you like, hey, stop eating all this every single day, because um I don't know, you might either get too tired of it, or your body might tell you that, hey, you need different foods for to build muscle or to grow more, or you also need different nutrients or different vitamins.
Yes, inner hunger, it's called inner hunger. When you eat a lot of stupid food with a lot of calories, but without vitamins, without minerals, and your body is kind of starving internally. I understand that, yeah. It's a well composed diet, but this is not enough because we can extend your life by 20 years if you don't eat too much, if you fast, if you do jogging, do sport, but it's not enough. Like there are some biohackers, for example, who try to take some pills, some supplements, to
Yeah.
extend their lives even further than normal. I don't trust that. Like I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I don't trust that either. Honestly, if I'm gonna get a lot older than what most people uh nowadays, then what I would just do, and just do positive habits that are gonna improve my health. I
But
wouldn't do like any negative stuff.
But do you think it's possible for the people of the whole world to unite somehow, like to do something, activity, some I don't know mission, and to actually create this radical life extension pill, something that would make us live 200 years, infinity? Like, is this possible for us to do something? Like maybe because my idea is maybe we need to do, for example, social changes. Like we need to somehow influence the society so that all the money of the earth is spent for life extension. Like all the governments start finding this pill, the research of biology, of genetics. Like is that possible for us to do something right now? Like what if I come to you and ask, I want to live forever, what would be my best bet? What would you believe?
Well, what you said, I mean, honestly, that's a very good discussion question. And I think that, it might be possible for the whole world to actually unite and, make this happen. But I mean, you got to remember that there's different cultures, different beliefs, and, not many people are going to agree on this decision. Maybe because, like I said before, beliefs or their cultures, they just may disagree because, they don't want to live forever, or just because, like, they're like one of those type of people that just don't want to live at all.
Yeah,
They came to this world from their parents, and then all of a sudden they're like, I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm just gonna suicide myself.
yeah. But it's difficult to. We're trying to understand what is the reason of that. Are they really depressed? Because there is this hypothesis that most people don't believe that it is possible, and because they kind of Stockholm syndrome or something like that. Like they are basically put into borders, into walls by the society. Like you should not live forever. This is stupid, and their mind rejects even this possibility. They cannot rebel. They cannot say go out of this box and demand the external life. And
Hmm.
we're trying to. I myself and several other people were trying to find something to break this box, those chains, which make people reply that no, we don't want to live forever, we want to die like normal, everybody should die, it's natural. Like we need to somehow break these chains, these shackles, and to free the minds of all people, so that they can demand their governments. Like you live in California, right, United States, so this is the best bet. Like maybe if, because the US government wastes billions on army. Imagine if all those billions go to biology research. Maybe there will be some discoveries which would actually radically extend our lives. So, and we are trying to kind of find something, some intervention that you do it, like two people do it, and the whole world suddenly realizes that, wow, we actually can try and obtain this. And so what I am doing, for example, this is one approach to this question. So I'm asking other people this question: how many years they would like to live if this pill is discovered. And this is also an intervention. So I'm kind of changing the minds of people in some way. And hopefully it will spread. This is the idea. But maybe we can do something better. So maybe...
Yeah, I mean, definitely, it will definitely spread. But like, here's the thing though, with most people nowadays, like for example, right now in here in this app, they just skip, other people, with,
It's normal.
whatever.
It's totally
normal. But you might find somebody that you actually might have a conversation with, like how I'm having one with you, and this might get spread and more, even with their family members, their friends.
That's the
I don't
point.
know.
Yeah, that's the point. So the project is called Save Forever. This is the project Save Forever. Save Forever, yeah. So you go, usually like people go to the streets and ask people in live, like in the streets. They have some questionnaire with questions, and they ask a real person, like how many years you would like to live, and they record the reply, like to gather statistics, because statistics is also very important. So like we know, for example, that most people want to live 80 years. Like people like you, they are 10% maybe. They are a big minority. This was actually a big discovery for us. So, and some people like me, I cannot do it in the streets because I live in Moscow. If I go out and start asking people how long they would like to live, our government will think that I am protesting against war. they will catch me and put me to prison probably. So I can do it on chat roulette online. This is my way of doing it.
Let me tell you something real quick. You're actually the first Russian I've ever met on Omegle.
Look, we have our own chat. We have video chat.ru. There are some Russian chat roulettes. I like using chatroulette.com. This is actually better than Omegle, but right now it doesn't work, and Omegle is just the second best thing. But Russians, they have their own like chat roulettes. That's the point. So yeah, if you agree, if you think that this is a good idea, you can participate. Like you're gonna find this flash mob Save Forever on Google. I wonder if I can find Save Forever. So yeah, Save Forever. Oh wow, nice. Actually, everybody can find it on Google. That's good. So it means that it's kind of spreading effectively. Participate. We have groups. You can join them. You can find it. It's transhumanism. It originated in Russia, but we are trying to be international. So if you think that there is something better than that there's another intervention, or maybe we don't need to do social changes. Maybe we need to focus on artificial intelligence, cryonics, maybe. So just you can participate. You can bring your own ideas as well. So I need to go to the next person.
Okay.
It's been nice talking to you.
Nice, you too.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If scientists found a cure for aging, how many years would you like to live?
I wouldn't take it.
Wouldn't take it?
No.
Why?
They're manly.
You don't want to live longer than normal lifespan, than 80 years?
I want to live longer than what God has in mind for me.
God? You rely on God?
Yes.
You believe that you will go to paradise if you die?
I think so.
But how sure you are? Like, is there some possibility that you will go into nothingness, like materialists believe? Do you want?
There's a 0% chance that it's only materialism.
So the fact that, like, I believe that when I die I will go into nothingness, like literal the same state that in which I was before I was born. You don't believe in it at all, like 0% that this is the case.
Yeah, 0%.
Yes, but what if you go to hell? Like, do you think that there are some other types of afterlife which you don't like Greek afterlife, for example? Greeks didn't believe in heaven; they had two hells. What if Greeks were right and there are two hells?
The Greeks didn't get it right.
Who said? So you would not like to extend your life just in case you go to hell, maybe, or just this life is not worth it anyway.
You know, live a good life. Stop being a dork and trying. Wait, I want more years. Wait, not yet, not yet. Quit being a dork. Hey, whenever it's ready, go ahead and take me out. Be manly.
That's a shame. I wish people were not like you, but unfortunately most people are like you.
Oh, what's wrong with people like me? What do you mean?
Because there are some other people who want to live forever, like me, for example. And our life is in the hands of people like you, because we cannot unite, we cannot build some societal structures which will bring this into the reality, which will
You don't believe in God?
No, I don't believe in God.
I can tell. I can tell.
But
I can tell by how you speak.
how arrogantly.
No, just lacking wisdom. Just
lacking wisdom. No.
Very materialistic, very shallow, superficial. Just it's an ugly kind of thing to see.
Okay, so if I ask you, for example, what should I do in order to not go into nothingness, to not disappear, to not perish forever, you would say nothing. You're already eternal. That's all. Just have fun, right? So
no, don't just have fun. You need to live properly.
It's unreliable. Your advice is unreliable, because I think there is no 100% that this all is true. Okay, I need to go to other people. Thank you for your reply.
Yeah, take it easy, bro.
Bye. I have a question.
What's your question?
If scientists found a cure for aging, how many years would you like to live?
No one gives a fuck. None.
But now you are living right now, right? So you would live your normal life up to 80 years old.
Well, here's the thing now. What if we do suicide? Honestly.
I think it's bad. I think it's not worth it. So you're depressed.
Okay, ugly as fuck.
Oh, hey there, guy.
Hi. Okay, look, there are not that many people. The world is little.
Yeah, I see, dude. I see.
Look, no, join me. Just join me. Like, I met two other people, and one person was religious, and he was complaining that I'm asking very bad questions. Like, I need some support. I need some reinforcement. Okay. I have a question.
What's up? What's up?
Doing well. I conduct a social study. I ask one question. If scientists found a cure for aging, how many years would you like to live?
Anywhere between
It's not that difficult. Look, it's important, really. It's your life. The most
it
important.
depends. It depends on what's going on. Like, I need to live a little bit longer to figure out how long I want to live. You know?
Yeah,
'Cause-
maybe yes. So this is
So I think like 75, 85. That's it.
But it's normal lifespan. This is normal. Just don't kill yourself before.
I think it's good enough. I think you have time to experience like a lot of things already. You already have time.
You can't.
You just need to use that time the right way, I guess.
To write what?
You just need to like use the time the right way, like all the time you have right now.
No, you can't even obtain one scientific degree, one PhD. It will take you all your years, 10 years, just to become a professional in one field, a good professional.
That's fine.
you can study everything if you live like unboundedly. If you live forever, you can study everything, explore all the sciences.
Man, I don't really
the
care about
universe.
that much. If I'm gonna tell you the truth, I just want to live a normal lifespan like a normal human.
That's sad. So what if you are 70 years old man, and now it's time to die, and will you say, yeah, nice, now
I mean, that's where I don't know because I'm not 70 years old yet, so I'm not ready to make that decision. So
exactly. So is it possible that when you are 70 years old and it's time to die, you'll say, oh, why I made this decision when I was young to die at
Well,
70?
dude, I don't know. That's why I can't really say anything.
So it's
It's nothing.
possible. It's possible that you would like to live
Impossible.
for a little bit longer.
It's possible, but I can't guarantee it.
But would you like to have a possibility
Would I like to
keeping
what?
of being alive? A possibility, because we need to develop a pill, an anti-aging medicine, a cure of aging. If we develop it, then you will have a choice to extend your life further than 70 years old, or to die, to stop taking it. But if we don't do anything right now, if we say, yeah, 70 years is okay, then when you are there, when you are old, you can regret. You can say, why I didn't do anything? Why now? And I have to die. There is no choice anymore. What do you think about that?
I don't know, man.
So you don't think that this is a good action?
It's cool, but like it depends on like what you want. Personally, what I want, I just want to live a regular
I
life.
want to live forever. I want to live forever, obviously. I don't want to die at any moment.
So, would you rather live forever or die right now?
But of course, live forever. This is what I want.
No, you're crazy.
Why?
You're fucking crazy.
Why?
Because if you live forever, everybody that you know and love, you'll watch all of them die. All of them will just fucking die. You'll watch every single person die. When the world is over, you'll still be alive. You'll just be floating in there in space forever, for the rest of your life. So then what do you do? You'll watch your wives die, all the people you love die, all of the emotion in your frontal lobe, you'll lose all of that emotion. So nothing will mean anything to you. So even if you want to kill yourself because you're getting so bored of life and you've done everything, you can't because you're going to live forever. There's nothing you can do. You're going to lose everybody you love, and then you're going to love no one because you've repeated it so many times that it means nothing anymore. All the people you care about now, and 4,000 years from now when you're alive, you won't care about them anymore. You'll just think about them as a regular person. You'll probably be able to read people's minds with all the technology that's going to happen.
Possible.
And so many people are going to die. The world might even explode. You'll just be flying there in space forever. You'll never be dead.
So you think it's better to commit suicide rather than living forever? Living forever is...
If I had the choice to be immortal or die right now, I'm choosing to die right fucking now. Like, there's no way I'm being immortal. That sucks. That would suck ass.
Do you know that there are like people who actually commit suicide, like children or something, because of the distress? Like they are in distress, they broke up with their lover, or they were rejected from their job, and they...
But that's their problem. I don't give a fuck about that, man.
They commit suicide. And is it possible that they would regret doing it? They will say, oh, why I committed suicide? Now it's too late, sorry. Right? There is no way back. So is this possible? There are such people, like people who didn't succeed in committing suicide. They wanted to commit suicide. They were saved. And then later they will say, oh, thank you for saving me. It's so nice that you have saved me. Now I like to live. Now I would like to continue living. And so good that I didn't succeed in killing myself. How such people are introduced into your worldview? Like they exist, regretting your suicide. If it is possible to regret suicide, then
Which it definitely is possible.
But does it mean that you should just not commit it ever? Because it is a big possibility that you would regret it later. In fact, if you have the infinite life in front of you, you will most probably regret it. So there is no way then it is logical, in which it is logical to commit suicide. Because you would not even be able to regret, unfortunately.
Well, you can't commit suicide if you're going to live forever. Not possible.
Yes, exactly. And if I want, if I have this possibility to commit suicide, it would be illogical, because in the eternal lifespan I would have regretted it if I I commit suicide now, but I would live for 100 years if I did.
Yeah, that also depends on how your life is going and how you see things. Like how it depends on how you see the world too, and how you see other people, and you see how people affect you. It's your own perspective. Like some other people have their reasons to do it. Some old people do it because they think they've done everything. They're just bored. Some young people don't want to do it because they think their life is so shit that they just can't fix it anymore, and they've tried everything they possibly can, which you probably can fix it, but some people just can't. Like they just can't do anything about it. It's like being locked. It's like being locked in a cage with no key. How are you gonna get yourself out?
No, this is depression. Depression is bad. Yes, you need to treat it with antidepressants. But
Bro. I'm already cheating it.
cheating.
Yeah.
You are depressed. You take antidepressants.
Mhm.
Are they Are they working?
Yeah. Here. Right here.
Is it okay that this talk will be streamed? By the way.
No, that's fine. I don't care.
So look, is it? Because I'm a transhumanist. Why I'm asking this question? This question is fundamentally important because there are people who want to live forever, and we try to somehow influence the society to understand how you guys think, how the society thinks, why people want to die, why people don't want to extend their lives.
You also must have a good reason to want to live forever. For like example, it would be pretty beneficial if somebody like Elon Musk lives forever, because he's already so smart doing all these crazy good things for the world. And since he's already been doing these things for the world, he has a good reason to stay alive, because then he's just going to keep making good things that help the world. He could probably solve world hunger if he could live for 1,000 more years. He's going to make even more money, create more businesses, more companies. But if you're just the average person working the average job 9 to 5 every day, why would you live forever? There's no point. You're just gonna what are you gonna work a 9 to 5 job for 4,000 more years until the earth is just gone? There's no point in that, and you're gonna get bored of it.
Yes, the rat race, the treadmill. This is annoying. I understand, but this is not necessary to keep it forever. You can harvest enough money, put them into a bank account, and live of interest. Just live from the interest. This is possible. Or
This is gonna take a long time though if you're just working
you
a
have all
regular
the time.
job.
You have all
I
the
know.
time in the universe.
I know, but like, dude, you only have so much time before you get sad and it gets boring, and you lose motivation because you've been doing it for so long. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that have all of the motivation in the world to do everything and wait and be patient, but not everybody is like that. There's only a small percentage of those people. Not everyone is like that. Tiny percentage, maybe 5% of the 95% of this entire world. Wherein a great example is Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
They are
Do you think
crazy. They are maniacs. Maybe they have maniacal
yeah,
syndrome.
but you see how much money they have? It took them a long time. It didn't take them like 5 days, 5 years. It took them multiple decades. They didn't do it in a couple years. The average person would not be willing to be spending that much time and go through that much hard work to do that. And even if they had infinite time, a lot of people are too like way too lazy to do it. And then after hundreds of years, they'd be like, maybe it is a good idea. And then again, they might not have motivation, so they might not even want to do it.
But look what I think about that. So if you have an infinite life, and if you commit suicide right now at this moment, is it the case that you would have regretted? Like imagine a person who is constantly restricted by somebody from committing suicide. Like whenever he takes a razor, somebody grabs his by the hand and say no. Whenever he takes the pistol, somebody grabs him and say no. So the person is constantly restricted by somebody from committing suicide. Is it true that this person, there will be moments in the future in which this person would regret willing to commit suicide? That they will say,
yeah, because they're gonna realize that somebody cares about them, or people actually care about them. Because usually people are depressed and are very suicidal, think nobody cares about them, nobody loves them, there's no reason for them to live, so they go to kill themselves. So if you're gonna shoot yourself or cut yourself, if somebody grabs the gun from you, or if somebody grabs the razor from you, they're gonna be like, wow, so I guess people do care about me, and I should probably be living. Because then this guy wouldn't walk up to me and take the gun out of my hand. He would have just let me shoot myself right in front of him.
So if people approach you like me, and I don't just ask you how I would become immortal. I ask you how we can become immortal. Like I want you and me to live forever, and I want everybody to live forever, because this is the only way, really. So every human life is kind of, it is precious, it is valuable. There is so much experience, so much feelings, so much like the whole life history. This is more precious than every movie, right?
Yeah, but man, if it's so precious until everybody's immortal, and when everybody's immortal in the entire world, then one life does not mean that much since there's so many people already, and they're all immortal. If they're all gonna live forever, then everybody just equals out. Unless you're rich, unless you're doing great things for the community, unless you're like famous, unless you're known by somebody rich, unless you're known by the whole world. The average person will just be the average person if you're living forever. Nobody will really care about you. But a lot of people will care about you now because you only have a limited lifespan and they only get to talk to you for a certain amount of times, see you a certain amount of times, hang out with you, talk to you a certain amount of times. When everybody's immortal, you can talk to them forever. You can see them whenever you want.
And this is good.
And then yeah, this is good, but after a while, people are just going to forget about you and they're just going to find other people since everybody's immortal. They're going to get tired of seeing you and then people are just going to move on. And not every human life will be worth that much anyways cuz nobody can die. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess this is beneficial for like less crime and everything, or even maybe more crime, but like that doesn't really matter.
So you think that this is the way of making, because I'm trying to find a way. I don't know why I want to live forever. I don't know what's wrong with me, but
There's nothing wrong with you. That's just how you feel.
yeah, but I'm frustrated by the fact that most people are not like that. Only 10%, like, a tiny bit of people are like that. Most people are like you. They say, no, I just want to live a normal life
Yeah,
like
but
usual.
but at least I have a reason. At least I have like a good reason. No?
I don't know. My idea is that I'm frustrated because I'm not able to obtain this eternal life for myself if you are also not participating, if you're also not going with me together to obtain this eternal life. Because I can't do anything alone. Only the whole humanity should unite, and then like everybody will benefit from this eternal life. But since only a tiny percent of people even need this, even think about this, this is kind of a desperate situation for us, for people who want to live forever. Because
I'm not willing to go through that amount of distress for all of those thousands of years, to be honest with you.
But this is like, I'm trying to understand what should I do in order to make other people to also be willing to live forever. And you gave a nice idea. You kind of
Give them valid reasons on why you should
tackle
be
this.
alive.
Support from the community. So if I suggest to another person that he is needed or she, that they are valuable, that they are interesting, important, they will be willing to live for longer, to extend their life, because they will feel that they are needed. Because, right? So that's the point, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, thank you for the advice. That's nice. I need to ask other people. Thank you. Bye.
I'll see you, man. Good luck.